So everyone on Something Awful, everyone on YouTube, welcome to our brand new Let's Play of the 3DS game Metroid Prime Federation Force. I'm joined by my co-host, as always, Olive Branch.
Hello people, how's it going?
And today we're actually doing it live. This is not a post-recording.
Yeah, I was asking Maple Leaf if he were planning to do this the way he did Other M, but he said no, I want to do this completely blind, and I asked him, how are you going to do that? And he said, I'm going to work around with a 3DS capture and we're going to experience this live as it happens.
Yeah, the whole setup to get everything going, like the video, the audio, especially the audio is a bit of a mess. But in order to get this going, it took a lot of work.
But we did it.
Yeah, hopefully it comes out fine. I want to go into Metroid Prime Federation Force completely blind because I want to experience how bad it is. I've heard a lot of negative reviews, and the trailer, the first one for Metroid Prime Federation Force, released at E3 2015, has probably the largest dislike to like ratio on YouTube ever.
More than the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare trailer?
Maybe, I don't know. But it's pretty bad. So this game was pretty poorly received. You know what? I'm just going to get this right out the gate too. I'm not going to lie. I didn't want to buy this game. I wanted to mod my 3DS to downgrade it so I could just get it illegally.
You did not want to pay Nintendo the money to say,
no,
you have the satisfaction of getting my $50-$60 for me to play this god-awful piece of mess.
Yeah, but apparently downgrading is a little harder than you think, and I didn't want to risk bricking my 3DS, even though the chances are very slim. This 3DS is not inexpensive.
You're doing it for the hate. You're doing it for the views, man. You did Other M. You got to go through this.
You know what? I paid honest money for Other M, and I paid honest money for this. So let's. You know what? No more fucking around. Let's do it up.
It's like a Band-Aid. You got to rip it.
So I say that I'm going into this completely blind, but I just want to say I did the tutorial for this first, but then I stopped immediately.
You got to experience this as it happens.
Are we impressed yet?
I think Hunters did better. Metroid Prime Hunters was a good game.
Hunters, yeah. Hunters was a great game. Don't you hate it when I got nothing. Never mind.
Don't you hate it when people wreck your phase-on supply? We gotta exterminate the space pirates, man. It's like, screw bringing them into the greater Federation. Screw trying to incorporate them, kind of assimilate them. No, we're gonna fucking squash them like the bugs they are.
Through intense training and hard work.
So we're piloting Gundams.
If you believe enough, Olive Branch. If you believe enough, then you'll be able to do anything.
If you have the mechs, you gotta do it. So all I know from this game is that we do not play as Samus, which is surprising because this is a Metroid Prime game. It's a Metroid game.
Is that it? Is that the whole title?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, wow, that was it. That was the.
Yeah, we're just starting again. So that was the attract screen.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. No gameplay, no.
Cosmic calendar year 20x6. So this has to happen sometime within the next 90 years.
No, it could be. It's a cosmic calendar. Anyway, we already know the story here. I'm guessing this is from Metroid Prime 3. Is that what they were trying to say there, like after phase-on and all that?
Yeah. Well, it is called Metroid Prime. And it did say that phase is gone, so yeah, this would take place after Metroid Prime 3.
Okay.
Let's do it up. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Wow, they're little people.
I am very small.
Got huge heads.
Systems activated.
What kind of art style is this?
Yeah, really though. So why isn't that Why isn't that a suit? Why can't like that just be the suit and I'm not a very small person piloting a mech?
I'm going to guess that the whole point about the suit is that it would be too expensive and it's possible that it could reverse engineer it, whereas a mech you have to, it's like replaceable, you know? Whereas if a suit is probably more expensive because it has smaller components.
That sounds like a load of horseshit.
Well, it's probably because it's like we already know that the Federation soldiers, the grunts, are pretty much cannon fodder. We saw what happened to them in Metroid Prime 2. Like, going in there with their machine guns, and Samus is like, "Oh my god, let me show you how you do this," So they're
actually, yeah, that's a good point. Like the grunts, they're already canonically the same size as Samus, or at least the same height.
Mm-hmm.
But these guys are midgets inside big suits. It's really difficult to get a sense of scale because, like, we know that the person inside the suit is really small, but we don't know how big the suit is.
Well, I'm guessing that if they're just chibi-fying the size of the actual human beings, the mechs seem to be about 3 to 4 times, maybe 5 times bigger than they are. No, I think maybe 3 times larger. But like I said, like I was saying, maybe the whole point is that, yeah, we already know the grunts are basically like cannon fodder, so to make them even close to competitive, so to speak, against Samus, they'd have to pump them up into a huge suit. Which makes sense. It just kind of shows how Samus is that even more of a badass, because like normal human beings have to have technology to a huge amount to support them.
I have to hold R and then tilt. It's motion controls.
So are you moving your DS like back and forth now?
I am physically moving my DS.
Oh man, that's going to be very, very... Can you imagine in a very intense firefight having to do that?
Yeah, fucking Metroid Prime 3, man. It did great. Surely this is good too.
Pop it. So to look around, you have to move your DS, but you can press L to lock on, and you can like stop moving it around, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I notice a mini map on your bottom screen.
Press R to enable precision aiming.
Oh god. How are the controls for this? I remember you were saying earlier how in Other M... No, not Other M. What was the... You were doing an LP where you said the controls are not that bad. Or at least you got used to them. What was that?
It might have been Other M, because I remember saying that the controls weren't exactly a negative point against the game. They weren't positive for the game, but they weren't as bad as everyone said.
Maybe I'm considering Kid Icarus or something. You seem to always pick like the most difficult games with control schemes that some people hate.
I play the game so they don't have to.
Alright, you're going to the Reg test. Three minutes? Damn.
And extra points for accuracy and speed. This reminds me of that minigame in Metroid Prime 3, right at the beginning, where there's this pylon that you had to shoot over and over, and the longer you could keep it in the air, the more points you got.
Although it ultimately gave nothing, right?
It ultimately... Well, I think it gave, like, tokens that you could use to unlock art.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it wasn't really necessary or anything.
Okay, you got 3 minutes, and are you stationary? Like, you can't move around?
I am currently stationary, yes.
Sniped, destroyed, but I'm guessing these are all like points-based bonuses? Boni? Oh, Star Fox Zero, that's the one you were complaining about the controls.
Maybe, that does sound like something I'd say about...
But you're saying, yeah, I got used to them, but other people have trouble. So is this a co-op game or no?
That's what I heard.
You think you're gonna try to find someone to play this with you?
I'm talking to you, aren't I?
I meant more like someone who is willing to spend $50, $60 to play this with you.
You think I was willing to spend that money?
Well, you said I have to. You know, it's like it's my birthday. I'm gonna have to see what I can do.
I'm doing it because it's my duty, Olive Branch.
Your contraction. Nobody forced you to play this. Then again, nobody forced you to play Other M either. That was just you going like, I spent money on this. I have to show the world. I have to show the world what Nintendo has wrought. $3 seems like a long time for this test. Final phase, here we go.
I am holding my DS so awkwardly right now. It's one of the biggest issues I have with the gyroscope in the 3DS, is that the gyroscope is constantly resetting. So what is considered neutral is always changing. And therefore I have to constantly keep moving in order to keep, my sense of inertia going.
There's a lot of targets on the screen. It seems like you get the same amount of points for destroying a charged one than you... Oh! Okay, I thought for a second he was like, you shot a friendly!
I wonder how I did.
You got like 12,000 points or something?
Does this look like Metroid to you?
No. Not yet.
Not yet.
Where's Samus, man? That's what I want to know.
I mean, it's called Metroid.
Just because it's called Metroid doesn't mean it is Metroid. Not yet.
No, fuck you, alright? Fucking Sakamoto.
Is it Sakamoto?
He'll let you know. I don't know, actually. So this is the extent of my knowledge in this game. As soon as I got to this point, I stopped. So everything after here is completely new to me.
Alright, let's do it. You got, oh, you didn't beat the high score.
Yeah, fuck this game then.
You have to continue, I think.
Yeah. Lots of transmissions in this game. Take on the combat sim.
Well, we already know how to use the weapons. I'm guessing now it's like, okay, now you know how to move. Oh no, it's Adam all over again.
That's a good point, actually. Hopefully they don't do that too much.
It makes more sense if, like, from the get-go, unless it's like, we don't have the, like, it would be cool, like, if they were like, since this is a mech, they probably don't have all of the technology in it already. It would be cool if they, like, not downloaded it to your program, but if they, like, sent it into, like, a pod or something, they fired it into the planet, and they're like, okay, we landed the Varia module or whatever, go find it and pick it up. And then, because then it'd make more sense that you're getting the thing when the situation calls for it. And it's like it's not like it's built into your machine, but we have to authorize it. It's more like, you have to get through this thing, but you know, we don't have the money for it yet, or you know, it's like we're gonna send it into you, so but it's not gonna land close to you. Sorry about that. Go get it. That makes some sense.
Press the jump button to jump.
Yep, there you go. Oh, you can hover. No double jumping.
Is that save? Did I save?
No, I think it was just to open the door. Maybe it was on an autosave. Something about these graphics kind of weird me out. Didn't Kid Icarus have a better graphic than this?
I think it's because you can pretty clearly see the skybox. Like, you can see the edges of space. Like, right up there is about the corner.
Well, it's impressive with the sky, but something about the graphics type, like the design of the graphic. I don't know. Like, Kid Icarus had a better space than this, I think, and it was a 3DS game, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I wonder if it looks any better with 3D. Not that you can see this. But, not really. Alright, let's fight some dudes.
Combat sim. Fighting a turret.
Okay, now what?
It's the weak spot. It's almost as if you realize the enemies have weak spots. Let's do it.
I keep thinking the R button is to shoot.
You know what'd be cool? A 3DS game of Mech Warrior. Instead we get this.
I don't think I've ever played. It looks like I just picked up a dildo.
No, you picked up a missile, man. Oh, you have 4 missiles.
No, that explosion graphic was pitiful.
Yeah, it was like, it's literally like a pea shooter.
Help! Help!
Different weights?
Help! 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 Help!
Alright, firing those turrets. Getting some good kills on them. Yeah, I get you get to pick up the missiles, but it's like it's kind of instructive to be like, oh, you need more missiles, here you go. Instead of being like, tough luck, Marine, shoot him down.
Well, I mean, one of the alternatives apparently is to hold up your gun and then concentrate real hard.
What was that all about? What a terrible idea that game was.
Help!
Help! Help! I was wondering what that was.
Set the energy level to my mech to low. So he hurt me.
Okay. Wait, so
Is this really how
you're shooting your own health now?
This is how I recover.
So enemies don't drop health anymore. You have to.
So I have to pick up this, and then I shoot a health pickup, and then I pick up my own health pickup.
Why?
Olive Branch, does this seem like a bad idea to you too?
I don't get it. I don't get why they would make that design choice. I mean, I can understand.
Metroid wasn't working, Olive Branch. It wasn't working, alright? So they had to change the formula until it worked.
Oh man, the design choices in this game so far are really weirding me out. Repair the unmanned mech, okay?
Did that work?
Shoot him in the back. You missed.
Did that not work?
There you go. Alright, you repaired it. So what was the point of that? Is it for the co-op? Is that what it is for?
I guess so. The idea is that you can shoot it, and then someone else can pick it up, and that's how you heal them.
Okay, but picking up your own... I don't get it. I mean, I can get it from the sense of like, shoot me some health, I need some health, you know, but... I don't get it.
Well, just call for help.
Help, 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 help.
Help.
How are you doing
That's
that?
the thing that I can do. That's down on the D-pad, so it's like taunting in Smash Bros.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what the other ones do.
Oh, I like how
don't
you
think
said
I need
that. You'll be facing holograms of these guys, but we haven't heard of them for a while. So...
Space Pirates?
Yeah, look, see? You'll be facing holograms of space pirates. We haven't heard any reports of their activity in quite some time. So it's like, you know, we're just gonna use, like, these Nazis for you to shoot at in a firing range, even though they don't exist.
You know who, like, you're in basic training, and your sergeant says, you know who we haven't fought in a long time? Nazis. Let's fight some Nazis. It's Samus. Man, her arms got small and her head got huge.
No, I'm looking at her shoulders. Her shoulders are the size of her head.
No, they've always been huge, the shoulders. But her head is like huge. It's massive. She doesn't really look like a person.
It's the design. It's the design choice. Look at the guy on the left side. His head is bigger than his friggin' arms.
Nah, man. You remember Metroid Prime 1? Her suit... I mean, she still looked weird, but at least she looked proportionate.
No, yeah, but I'm saying like the design of this game. Why make them like this? Why? Is this to make the game more attractive to kids? What? Oh, you got little pirates. They're super small. Oh, well, they get bigger up close, I guess. Don't forget, your job is to keep that suit fixed up. So you're getting points. What's the purpose of that?
Why not? That's what Metroid is always. That's what Metroid is at its core. It's about getting points.
Points-based shooter. Look, like I was saying earlier, I don't mind a game changing up the formula, but there comes a time when the formula itself, you might as well not call the game the same thing. Like, I'm thinking, for example, let's look at another game that's recently coming up that is completely different from the formula, and it might as well be completely radically different. And that would be Resident Evil 7.
Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, exactly.
You said Resident Evil. I said Final Fantasy.
Oh, really? How did Final Fantasy change?
Final Fantasy 7? You know the remake.
Yeah.
They're making a remake of 7, right?
They're making a
the
remake
combat
of the
system
remake,
is pretty. The combat system is basically Kingdom Hearts.
Huh. No, okay, no, that makes sense. I can, you know, Kingdom Hearts, I never played it, but I've seen it played. And the battle system, like, is different, but it is not, like, a radical... It's not like we're transforming a combat-based RPG into, say, into, like, a treasure hunter Minecraft, you know, something like that. Resident Evil always has been about walking around with a gun in your hand and popping zombies in the face. And when Resident Evil 4 came out, it changed the formula by going kind of like freeform 3D. You've played it. Instead of like tank mode controls, you know?
Right.
And
right.
Sure, it was a departure of how the game was played, but it was still Resident Evil, albeit more comical and action-y. But Resident Evil 7 is like going even deeper into that. Okay, not even third person anymore. We're going first person, and we're going kind of like first person scare game. You know? You might as well not call it Resident Evil in that case.
So it's similar to like PT or Amnesia.
Yeah, exactly. Amnesia, that's the one. I mean, whereas, you know, it's like, yeah, okay, now we're going too far. Like, the thing about this game is, this game so far, it's not even... Okay, I thought for a second that said moves, and I was like, oh god, that's mods, okay.
You
But
can augment your mech with moves.
you
can augment your mech with booze.
Alright, anyway, like I was saying, this game, so far, from what I can tell, yeah, it's using the Metroid Prime skin of moving around shooting, but biggest thing that we don't have here is Samus. We're not playing as Samus. It's not a Metroid Prime game. Why?
So you're saying like this is an enemy wearing a friend's skin, something like that?
No, not even. It's like they wanted. Why did Nintendo choose to take the Metroid Prime universe or Metroid universe and not use Samus, instead using a nameless grunt? I don't get it. It's like, why not just make Halo or something in that case?
It's especially obvious that they're completely nameless because not a single face is here.
Yeah, you're purple, you're red, you're yellow, you're green. Mr. Green, Mr. Red. Value and trust all your teammates, which we don't even know their names. They're all faceless moves, like you said.
Well, when it says trust your teammates, it's referring to the fact that this game is co-op, and you can do it online co-op. I don't really intend on doing that. I'm gonna try and play this game single player, and apparently that's a terrible idea.
Oh, why?
Why not?
No, I meant why is it a terrible idea?
No, it's a terrible idea to play it single player.
Right, and I'm asking why that is.
Because Like the game is too difficult in some places. Have you seen the Yahtzee review?
I have, but I kind of forgot
Yeah,
about it.
Well, at one point he said that one level is way too difficult to play single player.
That's not a good design. I've already said that before, but oh,